So now you can't do this job with the bumper on. I chose to take the bumper off, but with that, there's a few things I want to take off, and I'm going to show you that now. The first thing that I want to take off is going to be the grills and the daylight running lights, as well as the side marker. Now you can tape that off, but the whole purpose of taking it off is to get a really good coverage on everything. So I prefer to take this off. That way I don't have to worry about taping and paper and plastic and all that. So we're going to take this off and that off and the other grills. First thing we're going to do is we want to take off, these are the daylight running lights as well as the grills. But to get to some of the bolts, you have to take off this foam padding. This is really what goes against the bumper and the front fascia, which is, this is the fascia. So you have to just take this out. It's held on by clips, 3 of them here. There's one here, one here, and one here. And they just tension clips, so you can push them back and then take this out to expose the bolts. So there's 3 bolts holding this in. There's one here, I've already taken that out. And there's one over here, I've taken that out as well. This is the one that was behind the foam. So that's why you have to remove that to take this one out. And I'm using an 8mm socket. So this shouldn't be this hard, but it's caught on the back of my grill here. So there's a zip tie right here. Actually, it's a zip tie clamp, so this can slide off if I'm not mistaken. There we go. So this is just a clip that has some teeth that kind of bite in when you push it down so it doesn't come out. So always remember, take your time and you can make it happen. So if you do take them off and you get confused as to what is what, there is a marking that tells you that this is the left daylight running light. So now we're just going to do the same on the passenger side. See how easy that one came off? That's because it wasn't stuck behind the grill. So there's a zip tie right here. You can cut that because it is not attached to a clip like this. And you can rerun another zip tie. Or you can try to take the whole grill off and keep that tied. It's up to you. So this one is just like the other side. Push back those teeth. And it comes off. You do not want to cut this one because, as you can see, it is one piece. This whole clip and the zip tie part is one piece. Unlike this one, you can see it spins. That one is just a regular zip tie, so you can actually cut that. And as you can see there is the R for the right side. So now that we have the daylight running lights off, we can take off the grill here on both sides there and in the middle. All right, so we still have one last foam piece left. Got to take that off. That was easy, comes off like that. So we have this bracket here that we need to remove so we can get to the center grill. And there's a clip here, here, back here, and right here in the front, and there's one inside. So let me take it, I've already taken it apart, so let me move it so you can actually see here, there, and then there's a little push clip here, and you push on this too, and it comes off. Same on both sides. So now you can see, we can see the grill, and we can take this part off. All right, so next we're gonna take off this piece here. It should just come right off with these snaps, and it snaps in the front. So let's take that off so we can get the actual grills off. So one of mine is actually broken here. Well, two pieces are broken right here. With stuff like this, I expect things to be broken to some degree. So what I'm doing is just using a screwdriver. You don't have to use a screwdriver, but because you don't want to damage too much, but I'm repainting, so it's not that big of a deal to me. So I'm just going underneath, pulling up and pushing on the tab. So I'm just pushing, and then it's just coming right up. So there's a tab in the front as well as the back. So we're gonna have to work kind of back and forth just to make sure it's not too much tension on there so you can pull it up. And it gets easier as you get more and more tabs off. Now you do have to be careful with these tabs because they will break. All right, that piece is off. All right, so there's a harness right here that will prevent us from getting the grill off. So you just push these clamps here and here, push them apart, and then the thing pops up. This is just your sensor, your parking sensor. So now we can get these off. All right, so now that we have the sensors out, we have those covers, we can now take off this middle piece. We're just doing the tabs, pulling them back. Let's see, let's pick a side. This side is coming up already, so let's go here. All right, with the trim tool, I'm just putting the plastic in there and pushing down and then pushing back. And we have the center grill out. All right, so now we can take out the side grills. So it's just clamps around the edges like the other grill. So we lift this up a little bit because I'm not taking this part off. So we're just gonna lift this up a little bit to get these off of here. All right, and there we go. Last grill off. All right, so there's little grids right here that I want to take off so the paint don't get on it. So you have to take this part off here, and this whole unit here slides and unlocks, and then you can pull it down. So we're gonna take this clamp off right here. So the way this clamp works is it squeezes on this plastic tab here. So I'm trying to just free it up enough to where it'll slide up and off. Just going little by little. Now some of the plastic probably will come up because it is squeezing on that, but it'll reattach once we put it back on. So with that, you pull it up, slide it forward, and then it comes down and out. So the last thing I think that we're gonna have to take out are the side markers. With the side markers, this is on the inside, of course. There's a tab right here that you have to push down, and then it pops out. All right, so once this pops out, then you have to push up a little bit, slide up a little bit. On the inside here, there are little hooks like this that are wrapped around. They're not fully wrapped, so you can pop them off, but you want to make sure that you don't go too wild with it and break it. All right, so once that comes out, there is a bracket that comes with it that this sits in. And this is how it sits in the inside. And these are the parts that I was talking about to try to get it off. So there you have it. We have disassembled all the pieces that we're going to do for this particular job. There's other pieces you can take off, but for the purposes of what I'm doing, I'm not gonna take off everything. If you found this video useful, please give me that thumbs up, as well as clicking that subscribe button and that little notification bell. That way you don't miss out on the future videos for this series. And don't forget, do it until you can't. Until next time, I'm out.